service, I found a community that embraced me. You see, in America, each of us seeks our own dreams. The sum of those dreams must be greater than ourselves.
When I joined UCLA, I felt like I was lost in a crowd of 30,000 plus students.
Without CPO, I don't think I would have the same experience here at UCLA.
That's one of the reasons why I came to UCLA, because the Community Programs Office actually existed here.
At CPO, I've met some of my closest friends, and CPO has really become a family for me.
Now I wasn't just a number. I was someone, and I could be passionate about things in the community.
CPO is like a second home to me. It's where I met the people who understand where I came from.
It was a family for me on campus, it's been a family for me off campus.
I was considering transferring and leaving UCLA, but then this year I started working at CPO, and it really makes me want to stay.
Community service is one of the longest and most enduring traditions that UCLA students have.
It's about volunteering, giving back, serving the community.
First and foremost, it provides students with the opportunity to develop skills that can apply to any field.
That are going to be important when I like to become a teacher in LAUSD schools.
I developed a lot of skills in grant writing and preparing budgets and being able to articulate the mission and how that correlates to what we're asking for in our statement.
Making sure I know how to empathize and understand.
To realize that this is the type of work that I want to continue on when I graduate.
It gave me a lot of real-world experience in retrospect. And right now I'm an organizer for the Sierra Club.
And the CPO definitely helped me get into grad school. If it wasn't for these experiences, I don't think I would have stood out as a candidate. And I got into grad school. I'm going to London. I got into London School of Economics.
People around me that acknowledged who I was and that I could acknowledge them as friends.
Community and people that I could really relate to.
A space where I feel comfortable.
It helped me take leadership roles within the internship.
CPO is all about making a conscious effort in the community.
Students who got a lot of things started, within history. A lot of the movements that you see get started were ran by students, were started by students.
One important thing that CPO did is the leadership intern. CPO is giving students internships and job experience. That City of Anaheim internship I'm doing right now, I'm hoping to get a real job from it.
And here I've learned how to utilize some of the skills I have to give back to communities that I want to help.
I'm doing so many different things, and I wrote my first budget proposal, heading the ambassador program. I'm learning all these things that you couldn't learn anywhere else on campus, and I'm also getting this family experience out of it. I found people that I can connect to.
Coming to the CPO and getting the job as a photographer has been so valuable to me because I feel like I have the privilege to get the chance to see all the different projects at CPO and really get a first-hand experience going, and being able to participate in their events and going to their site visits has been so amazing for me to see all the wonderful work that we do at the CPO.
Me being hired here at CPO as a photographer has been one of the most important opportunities I've ever had in my life.
Being a student can be really expensive, and a lot of us are on a budget. Computer Lab is really helpful because you can print out free pages every day. You want 10 pages a day. It's a really valuable service to have when you're on the run to class or whatever. It's a lifesaver, to be honest.
At the CPO, we have the test bank, which allows students to come and get old tests, which is really helpful when studying for midterms and finals.
In addition, if you're on campus really late and you want a quiet place to study and kick with people you love and know, the CPO study hall is like the best place to just go feel comfortable and be there late. And the great thing is they give you a ride home.
When I saw this issue that many students are homeless and many students were, eating properly, we came up with the idea of, having a room and getting food from different people, or getting food from grocery stores and getting food from different aspects, and that's how we made the food closet. So we saw an issue that was going on campus, and we solved it. Now after all these interviews from ABC, Diane Sawyer and LA Times, National Public Radio, you see all these people that and right now, just today, literally today, UC Santa Barbara called me today, said we're going to start a food closet. Davis called me before, USC, University of Texas, all these people are starting food closets. It shows that how it's been going around America like crazy.
The aim of Fitted is to bring health awareness to student leaders on campus and to really provide an outlet for them to learn about fitness and be able to cope with their stress that they have as a student. I've gotten really positive feedback from Fitted, from things like I feel better about myself. I feel more motivated. I feel like Fit is a family. Thank you for starting the program. I would never exercise without it.
And I'm part of the SIC committee, Student Initiated Access Committee. And the reason why this committee is an outstanding and amazing community is not only just because we go service high schools, but because we service the high schools in the community that really reflect where we're from.
So one of the reasons why I wanted to give back to the community is that I came from an underprivileged community, and I come from a place where there aren't that many resources available.
So who better to empower my Los Angeles community than me as a member of this community? So personally, when I go out to West Adams High School near downtown LA and I talk to students, we have a personal relationship and we can come from a similar perspective because I'm a mentor and I've been through things that they've been through.
Some of the students from UC Berkeley came to our school every Tuesdays and Thursdays and helped us with college applications, and they pretty much peer advised us and were our role models. And coming to UCLA, I wanted to do something very similar because I gained so much from that experience as a high school student. Here at UCLA, we're so well resourced that I wanted to give back.
Imagine if you're going to school and you have 3 friends, there's 4 of you, and the odds of all 4 of you who coming into UCLA are all going to exit are really slim.
The Student Retention Center was started in the 80s to address the low retention rate and graduation rates of students of color.
Because it became apparent that a lot of minority students the retention rate for them were pretty low.
Students from the Black Student Union and what is now MECHA, the UCLA, came together to address the retention need.
Create a system of support for students that's based on a peer-to-peer collectivity.
I genuinely would not have lasted my first year of college if it wasn't for my peer counselor in the CRC.
We kind of help develop their critical thinking skills and help them work on their writing skills so that they can express their ideas through essay format or personal statement or something like that.
I was actually dismissed during my 3rd year, and then I was readmitted through SRP. So SRP stands for Summer Readmission Retention Program. It's a collaborative effort between the CPO and other entities on campus.
Something new that we added this year is the ESL counselor, which is my job, and we develop different skills for them as well and help them improve on language learning.
I was able to manage my time, manage my energy, make sure what I needed to do in order to graduate on time, or just talk about what I really want to do in college.
POSA is important because once you're a student at UCLA, it's not just about your education, but it's also about giving back to the community.
Students are much more engaged in ongoing services that are designed to address disadvantages in the community.
Serves to provide free blood pressure screenings and body mass index to the members of the communities in Inglewood, Los Angeles, South Central, Watts, Compton.
But the biggest thing of all is that you're really connecting and working with so many people.
Really, it's all about understanding the needs of people, understanding the needs of students, and that's something that I gained the most.
Take the knowledge and attitude and skills that they were learning in the classrooms, at the lectures and labs, and to go back and share that knowledge in real time in the community.
I learned so much, especially leadership skills.
Volunteering is important. It's necessary for the community and also for yourself. You gain a lot of skills and a lot of knowledge from the people that you service.
This program and this office and this whole building is really important because students decided that their communities needed someone to help them because they weren't being helped by any other means.
I like the diversity. I think everyone probably uses that word, diversity.
That's what I feel like the goal of the community programs office is really, how do we bring people together?
I've taken advantage of, the Writing Success program, the computer lab. I don't have a computer that I can bring to school.
We strive to create that authentic relationship between the student and the community.
I have grown so much as a photographer from this position.
CPO is life-changing.
CPO is an amazing place.
The CPO is revolutionary. CPO is the voice for all students on campus.
CPO has made me a better person.
CPO is inspiring. Most welcoming space on campus I've ever been to, for sure. The perfect place to be.